Welcome to the Isle of Berk, where Vikings and dragons live, laugh, and soar together at Universal Epic Universe. Let's check it out. I'm here with Ryan Paul from Universal Creative, who was a manager for ride and show engineering in this vibrant dragon-filled world. Ryan, when guests first step into the Isle of Berk, they are stepping into the heart of the How to Train Your Dragon story. What was the vision for bringing this world to life?
It was exactly that. It was to allow guests to step right into the heart of the story and actually see Berk in the way that we actually imagine it in the series.
And the details here too are incredible. How did you and your team approach creating such an authentic Berk?
So we really wanted to capture the spirit of Viking architecture and make sure that we also capture the scale of it.
And there is such a strong sense of wonder and adventure here in Berk. What is it that you hope guests feel when they're exploring?
I really hope that guests feel the full gambit of emotions that we see in the series. We have a bunch of special vignettes and smaller moments scattered throughout the land that really does make it come alive and make it feel personal and special.
And if you've ever dreamed of flying with dragons, Berk makes that dream come true. Let's check out Hiccup's wing gliders. Ryan, this family thrill coaster looks like so much fun. What is it about Hiccup's wing gliders that's such a standout attraction here in Berk?
Yeah, so I think what really makes it stand out is the fact that it's integrated into the island of Berk itself. So not only do riders get to experience the excitement of careening through, onlookers get to experience it as well. And I think that's incredibly special, and it adds a lot of kinetic energy to the land.
How important was it to take Hiccup's spirit of innovation and adventure and incorporate it into this ride?
So that's basically what the attraction story is all about. Hiccup, the inventor, has come up with a device that'll allow us to fly alongside dragons. And so we've captured his essence, his spirit in that storyline. But I think Toothless may have a little bit of a problem with a device that allows you to fly without using dragons.
And the action is just getting started. New Vikings can test their skills right here with Dragon Racers Rally and Fire Drill. Ryan, Dragon Racers Rally allows guests to take control and fly their very own dragon. What inspired this ride?
So Dragon Racers Rally is inspired by dragon racing itself, as we saw in the actual series. It captures that same spirit of competition and allows us to actually take flight and compete in the same nature as all of them.
And then we have Fire Drill,
Yes.
which this one's just pure Viking fun. We've got water cannons, boats, and it definitely has Rough Nut and Tough Nut's names written all over it. How did you take their hilarious energy and incorporate it into this attraction?
This attraction is entirely based over their new management of the Fire Training Academy here. You have one side of the boat competing against the other side of the boat, all that to determine a winner. And you will either get praised or shamed by Rough Nut and Tough Nut themselves, depending on which of those you are.
How important was it to you and the team to make sure that Berk felt interactive and really just alive for guests of all ages?
Being able to interact with it makes the experience so much more special, and that's why things like Fire Drill, like Dragon Racers Rally, those are really important to incorporate into the world here.
And of course, Berk isn't just about thrills, it's about heart too. Let's check out the Viking training camp. Ryan, this play area is absolutely amazing. It's full of action and imagination. How did you and the team create the Viking training camp to be both interactive and true to Berk?
We wanted to make sure that this space not only had a lot of the interactivity and the play elements, but we also wanted to be an educational space for a lot of our young Vikings to learn about all the dragons and their quirks.
How important was it to create this space so that even our littlest of guests could step into the world?
I think really the spirit of this space was to grab their interest at a young age, to not only learn about the whole world, but enjoy doing it.
And then just a few steps away, guests can watch the Untrainable Dragon, which is one of the most spectacular shows in the park. How does the live show expand upon the story of Berk?
We introduced the dragon hatchery over there, in which the Vikings are now nursing eggs to hatch. And we encounter a potentially troublesome dragon, an untrainable dragon, you might say.
I also love the music that we experience.
Yes.
The dragons flying overhead. It really does capture the feeling of the films. What is it that you want guests to feel when they watch the show?
With the show, we really wanted to allow for the viewers to actually experience the whole gamut of emotions that they did in any of the actual How to Train Your Dragon movies.
Yeah, I think in general, the Isle of Berk is just full of heart all around. Was that always part of the vision?
Indeed, yes. It was always a part of the vision, and we wanted to make sure that this world of the Isle of Berk actually had that mixed throughout. And we wanted to make sure that all these came together to create this kinetic energy.
And the adventures don't end with rides and shows. There is plenty more to explore across Berk's dining, shopping, and dragon meet and greet experiences. Oh my goodness!
Oh, the fires have been lit. There's more meat. Come on, come on.
Okay.
Like, just like this. All right, give it a shot. Give it.
From soaring with dragons to racing like a Viking, the Isle of Berk is an adventure like no other, filled with heart, humor, and unforgettable moments. And a big thanks to you, Ryan, for being here today.
Yes, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course. And thank you to the entire Universal creative team as well for giving us this awesome first look into the Isle of Berk. It's a world where dragons soar, Vikings dream, and every guest can live a story of their very own. We can't wait for you to take flight with us.